Hello, everyone. My name is Lamel, and it's time once again for Tech Talk with Lamel. I know this week I promised to open up a computer and show you how to clean it out and everything like that, but unfortunately, I've been having some issues with setting up a camera and getting the sound to work appropriately so that you guys can hear me and everything like that. So it's going to be in the works. I'm going to keep trying. But until then, we are going to be doing some other PC cleanups. So without further ado, let's get into it. Everybody out there always downloads those free cleanup programs, which I strongly recommend avoiding any of the cleanup programs that are out there. You can do this all on your own, and it's not going to take that long because the cleanup programs are going to actually clog up your system even more, trying to clean your system up. And all around, it's just going to be a terrible idea. So there are a couple of easy things you can do to clean up your computer. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here to our search, and I've already typed in cleanup. Boom. It's going to ask you which drive you want. If you have more than one, you want your main drive. Click on that, and it's going to bring this window up. Okay. Now, the important thing is you want to remember that this is something that you need to be in the administrator account for. Otherwise, you're going to have to know the administrator password to be able to do this. Go through, and if you know, you can check everything in in these boxes like I do, because it's not going to hurt your computer. All it's going to do is going to go through the system and clean up temporary folders and files and caches and everything like that. First thing you want to do is come down here, clean. Boom. It's going to redo this whole entire process. It's going to run through and it's going to scan everything. Like I said, you can have them all checked, or you can sit with the default settings that come up automatically when you run this program to begin with. Click OK, delete files, and it's going to run through that process. Now, mind you, while it's running through this process and deleting it, it's not getting everything that it can possibly get. So there's going to be another way we're going to go in, and we're going to check another way. You come over here to your Windows, click on it, click on your settings. Now in here, you want to go into Systems and down to Storage. Okay, now we're going to give this a minute or two to run and tell you everything that it needs. Now, you'll notice that I have apps and features. I have 122 gigabytes. Those are all programs that I use on a regular basis, so I'm not going to uninstall any of those. So now these top two are stuff that you use on a regular basis on your computer. I don't recommend touching those unless you know what you're thoroughly doing. Now, down here at the bottom where it says temporary files, you click on that. You give it a moment to let it run its scan, and it's going to pop up the stuff after it's done. Now, the first one here is your downloads folder. I don't clean that up unless I really, really have to, because sometimes I uninstall a program and want to reinstall it later on, so I'll leave it in the download folder. But the rest of this stuff, you can click and make sure that it's checked, and then hit Remove Files. Now, you notice when we first started all of this, we did do a cleanup, and it should have done some of the same things this one did, but it missed some stuff. So we come over here and we're going to get it to clean up the stuff that we did miss. Now we're going to close this out and we're going to go to our search and we're going to click in here, %, TEMP, and the % again. Okay, we're going to close that out now. Now everything in here is just temporary files. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on the top one here, the first one here. Some of your stuff there may be more in this folder than what I have, and that's okay. Just make sure that you click on the top one, scroll all the way down to the end, hold Shift, and select it all. All right. Now you're going to right click on anyone that's highlighted, and you're going to go to delete. Now, if you notice, there's a little icon right next to delete. That means you need administrative access to do this. So either you're in your admin account or you know your admin's password. Now, once we click on this, the screen's going to flicker for a minute. It's going to ask me if I want to continue. All right, so I guess that didn't flicker. Now, some of these files it's going to keep. And you're going to click on the check mark here, and you're going to click skip. Boom. Everything is done. Now, this stuff here is needed, so I don't recommend touching it. And then we're just going to close it out. And it all ends up in the recycling bin. So it's, just empty your recycling bin. Another habit to get into is cleaning out your internet temporary folders. Click over here. I know from the earlier one it said it was going to. So if you come down here and click on history, voila, see, it did not do that. So we're going to come here and we're going to clear browser data. Now, there's a basic tab, which you can use, and it's going to give you the same amount here. So you want browser history. You don't want the cookies unless you have your passwords for all your saved websites. Okay? And then you want your cache. Now, this little drop-down menu here, you're going to want to click on all time. And then we're going to click on clear data. It's going to do a quick run through and then boom, all done. Everything's gone. Now, it may take a little bit longer for your websites to reload, but with that being said, it's still going to move faster than what it's been. All right, and then there's going to be one last place. We're going to come over here. We're going to click on the search and we're going to type in restore. And it says create a restore point. We're going to click on that. Now, you want your main hard drive, which is usually labeled C unless you've changed that. Now we're going to configure. Now we're going to come down here and we're going to delete old restore points. Continue. Okay. Now we're going to close this out. And right now we are going to create a restore point. You're going to give it a name. Any name will be fine. And create that restore point. And there we go. And there's one more thing we need to go over, and this one's kind of important. Now, sometimes you have problems with your computer, and they say try turning it on or turning it off and then back on again. Now, there are some features that are enabled in Windows 10 that make the restart like shutting it down and turning it back on, not necessarily grateful or good for your computer. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to the little folder icon and we're going to click on it. It's going to open this menu up, and the little drop down arrow next to the picture of the PC, you're going to go to Control Panel. Over here in the upper right hand corner, you're going to pick Large Icons. Now, this is the area where we need to be, and we want Power Options. Click on this. Now we're going to go up here and we're going to click on Control what Power Button does. So now if you see here where it says turn on fast startup, and notice that these boxes here are grayed out. What we're going to do is we're going to go up here and we're going to change settings, and we're going to untick fast startup, and we're going to hit save. So now what this is going to do is when you shut your computer down and when you come back to restart it, there's a thing inside every operating system, whether it be Windows, whether it be Apple, it's known as the kernel. And this kernel's job is to make sure that everything loads up appropriately. And sometimes if there's a glitch in your system, all you need to do is refresh the kernel. So when you come over here and you click on your power settings, shut it off, and wait a minimum of 1 minute, and then restart it, all your problems should be gone away. Now, if you choose not to change that function, which is totally up to you, a restart should suffice. Instead of clicking on shut down, you want restart. But I find it very handy. I find that shutting Windows completely down after you're done using it is better for your operating system, because Windows was not designed to be running 24/7, even in a suspended mode. It was not designed to handle that kind of pressure, and that's totally fine. So switching that option that we just did will make your Windows run better. All right, that's all the time we have for today. And again, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to set up and show you how to open up a computer and properly clean it out and everything like that. Again, I will keep working on it. I was having issues getting sound. Yeah, I was having sound quality issues, basically. So again, I will keep working on that, and hopefully in the future we can get it done. And if you found anything useful in this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to be kept up to date on new videos, hit the subscribe and turn on all notifications. If there's any cleanup techniques that you feel that I've missed that you want to add to it, feel free to put them in the comments below. Thank you, and have a great day.